Good morning, everyone. How are you today? That's good. I'm happy to hear that. And before that, I want to ask, does anyone absent today? No? That's good. All right. Before we begin our class, let's pray together. Pray, begin. Praise and. Okay, before we begin today's lesson, I want to ask something with you guys. Does anyone have ever buy something like buying food, buying drink, something like that? That's great. If anyone ever buying something, today lessons will be good for you. Also, I want to ask, does anyone has ever sell something? Maybe you sell some snacks to your friends or you sell some drinks. Oh, one of you have ever done it. Alright, if everyone's have ever buy or sell something, it is going to be beneficial in today's lessons because I will divide you into two types of groups. The first type, it is about profit, and the second type, it is about loss. I divide you to two groups because I will give you some worksheet, one related to profit and the second one related to the loss one. After that, after you learn about each category, one of your friends from the same group as you will go to the opposite groups. For example, if you learn about profit, the next step after you learn about profit, you will go to in there, you will give your friends some knowledge that you learn about profit. So after you learn about profit, you will teach it to your friends. It's the same for the second category because for the second category, first you learn about loss. After that, you will teach your friends the knowledge about loss. You teach your friends from the profit groups. Does anyone have a question about today's lessons? Not yet? Alright, I will divide you into two categories and we will begin our learning together. Alright, I've divided you into these two categories. Now, I will give you some time to learn your own category. For example, the profit group will learn about profit and the loss group learn about loss. Alright, let's begin. Alright, the time is up. I want everyone attention in front of the class. Thank you. After this, each of you will teach your friends from the opposite group about the knowledge you've already learned. How about that? Does anyone have a question about that? Not yet? Alright, I will pair you with the opposite group so that you can teach each other about what you've learned so far. Alright, the discussion time is over. I want some of you to go to in front of the class to explain what you've learned from your friends and what you've learned so far. Does anyone want to volunteer to the front of the class? All right, you may. All right, does anyone have a question after your friends give their presentation? Okay. If that's the case, let's end our meeting today. We will meet again next week and we learn about something new. Thank you everyone for today's cooperation. I hope what you've learned so far will be useful for your activity and your learning journey. Before we end our meeting, let's pray together. Pray, begin. Praise and thank you. Have a nice day.